For this Japan Delish, bread is on the menu. In 1543, bread came to Japan from Portugal, and the Japanese word for bread, pan, came with it. Since then, it's changed to meet the tastes of the Japanese people in all sorts of delicious ways. At convenience stores right next to the onigiri rice balls, you'll also find sandwiches. And day in, day out, the shelves are stocked with new bread products.
パンは朝ごはんです。
夜にパンを食べるんです。
How has bread become so popular in a country well known for its love of rice? The bread made here has evolved in amazing ways. Let's take a bite out of Japanese bread. In the 19th century, Egawa Hidetatsu became known as the father of Japanese bread. It's said he made his first bread in 1842. This is the Egawa family residence. Inside, the oven he used can still be found. The recipe also still exists, and the bread he baked has been recreated. At the time, bread was used as rations for soldiers on the battlefield. It had to be easy to carry and resistant to spoilage. Unlike modern bread, it's exceedingly hard. As Japan opens its doors to the outside world, legitimate bread baking also begins. This includes bread makers near the port of Yokohama, where many foreign residents came to reside. Opening their own bakeries, their products included English and French-style breads. Firm crust on the outside, soft and fluffy on the inside. That's thanks to the microorganism known as yeast. The foreign artisans baked such yeast-based breads in their ovens. This shop uses techniques originally learned from one such English baker. To this day, they still make English-style white bread.
毎回買ってるんですけど、これが一番好きで香ばしくてトーストにも合うし。
夫が食べるんですよ。毎日ここのしか食べなくて、よそのねパン屋さんのいろいろ食べさせてみるんですけど、やっぱりここのがいいっていうものですから。
The bakery's founder, Uchiki Hikotaro, apprenticed with an English baker to learn to make it himself.
それぞれ企業秘密で結構やってたみたいなので、その作り方を教えてもらうのにやっぱり10年ぐらい修行してやっと信頼を得て教えてもらったということみたいです。
His 10-year apprenticeship done, in 1888 he opened his own bakery. After years of hard work, Hikotaro finally learned their most closely kept secret: bread made with hops. The same hops used for beer is boiled and mixed with wheat, apples, and other ingredients, and yeast ferments the dough. To encourage the yeast to grow, it has to be mixed once an hour for 4 whole days.
かなり手間はかかります。
There's a reason hops was used.
横浜自体が外国の方が飲むためにそのビールの工場があったので、ホップ自体が手に入りやすかったので。
Thus, Yokohama gave rise to bread made with hops. With repeated kneading and resting, the fermentation progresses, and the dough rises to nearly twice its original size. It's finally ready to go in the oven. Baked for over 40 minutes, their signature bread is complete.
ホップ使うことによって少しその香ばしさが出たりだとか、ちょっと時間をかけて発酵させているので、その分ちょっと柔らかいきめの細かいパンになるとは思います。
Adopting techniques imported from overseas is how Japanese bread making began. (1869). One man was one of the first to open a bakery in Tokyo. Former samurai Kimura Yasube. With the spread of westernization, bread took center stage, but the availability of yeast turned out to be an issue. The answer came in the form of sakadane, a traditional natural yeast used in sake brewing, produced with rice and koji mold. The bakery's supply is still made by a specialist artisan.
毎日同じ材料を使って同じように管理していてもやはり酵母という生き物を使っているものですので全く同じようにはなかなかできないものなんです。ある程度の以上のものを作り出していくというのが難しくはあるんですけれどもそういうところが面白いなというふうに思っています。
However, bread made with the sakadane yeast didn't rise as expected. The answer came from traditional manju steamed sweet buns, also made with sakadane yeast. They tried filling the buns with anko, sweet red bean paste, just like the manju. And in 1875, their ampan was perfected. Our guide for this journey through Japanese bread is food and lifestyle writer Ako Mari. Here's what she has to say about the birth of ampan.
アンパンなくして日本のパンはないと思います。
Based on the classic manju, this bread is a Japanese original. Traditional Japanese sweets are made to reflect the seasons. With that in mind, the ampan is adorned with salt-pickled cherry blossoms, a symbol of spring. The ampan thus produced became an overnight success. Spring 1875. Yasube and his son present their ampan to the emperor. With that, thanks to this bread based on traditional Japanese sweets, the love of bread spread throughout the nation, where it was still largely unfamiliar.
まんじゅうのあんこを食べているつもりでいつの間にかパンの味に慣れていくっていうようなプロセスでおそらく皆さんパンに慣れていったんじゃないのかなと思います。
In 1904, another treat inspired a new type of bread.
創業者夫妻が初めてシュークリームを食べた時に大変美味しいと驚かれまして、あんパンのあんの代わりにクリームを入れたら美味しいのではないかという発想になったと思います。
They called it cream pan. The cream, made with plenty of milk and eggs, had an appealing Western-style sweetness, different from the bean paste used in ampan. Such sweet bread creations gradually grew in popularity. Tokyo's Nihonbashi area. A fruit parlor opened here in 1868 offered another uniquely Japanese way to enjoy bread. Made with fruit and whipped cream, the fruit sandwich.
要は手で食べるケーキのような考え方なのかなとは思うんですけどもね。ハイカラと言われるようなメニューを揃えていたように書いてあります。
In the 1930s, bread coated in a layer of cookie dough and baked in a shape resembling a melon pan was born. Ampan, cream pan, melon pan. Such creations are collectively known as kashipan in Japanese. Kashi means sweets, and these sweet versions of bread were the first to be loved by the Japanese people. Meanwhile, the savory square loaves became known as shokupan. There are various theories, but the term is thought to come from the idea of bread as a staple food. Shoku is food in Japanese. Shokupan spread throughout the country, and Japanese bread culture changed. The first turning point came in 1915 with the start of domestic production of dry yeast. Just mixed into the dough as is, it made large-scale bread production much easier. Its creator was the operator of a Tokyo bakery, Tanabe Genpei. Having studied bread making in the US in his youth, he hoped to popularize high-nutrition bread in Japan. The dry yeast used in America caught his eye. Ito Masahiro is the inheritor of Tanabe's baking legacy.
そのドライイーストは非常に高価だったらしいんですよ。それでじゃあ自ら作るしかないということで、アメリカにまた渡米して、それでいろいろ習って最終的に、マジックイーストっていうのを作ったと。当時冷蔵設備っていうのは今みたいに普及してないんで、常温でも持っていけるっていうことが一番メリットだったんだと思いますよ。
How to make bread more popular? At the same time Tanabe brought his dry yeast to market, he also published a cookbook full of recipes and techniques. And he taught many apprentices who opened bakeries across the country.
300件ぐらいあったんじゃないかと思いますよ。やっぱお国のために役立つというようなことを考えて情熱を燃やしたと。
Historical events would also have a major impact on the popularization of bread in Japan. The rice riots of the 1910s. Continued rice shortages nationwide led to unrest among the people. This led a man named Morita Zenpei to the conclusion that bread could be a substitute for rice. In 1918, Morita founded a bakery in Nagoya, Aichi Prefecture. He did so with the help of German baking expert Heinrich Freundlieb. Starting with the installation of brick ovens, he taught the Japanese workers the techniques needed for mass production of bread. Freundlieb then moved to Kobe in Hyogo Prefecture, a city with many foreign residents. He opened his own bakery there in 1924. A shop opened by one of his apprentices is still in business in Kobe today. It was founded in 1932. The second-generation owner, Takeuchi Yoshiyuki, is 93. He's been making bread for 50 years. The baking method hasn't changed since their founding. Using no mixers or other machinery, everything is still done by hand. Checking the progress of fermentation as the bread rises is all done by feel.
いいパンができる具合っていうのはね、分かります。練ってる時に分かります。
The oven was inherited directly from Freundlieb. Built with German-style brick construction, it's been in use since the 1930s.
強いかなと思います。
The bread goes in the oven for about an hour.
一生懸命しんどい目してパンの焼き上がった時にいいパンができたと、いいパンができたら売りたくないんです。
Just past noon, the bread is finally done baking. This shokupan has become a Japanese staple, beloved for nearly 100 years. In 1927, substituting bread for rice led to a bold new creation. The basic idea was deep-fried bread stuffed with fillings. The second-generation owner of this bakery was inspired by Western-style dishes.
洋食の中で特に人気だったのがカレーライスとカツレツなんですね。じゃあパン生地にカレーを詰めてみようと。
Wrapped in bread in place of rice, it was deep-fried like a pork cutlet. This was the birth of curry pan.
ファーストフードみたいな感覚でみんなが食していた。
According to our guide, Ako Madi, curry pan helped Japan see bread as a substitute for rice.
ご飯の上に物を乗せて食べる丼っていうものっていうのは昔からあって、急いでいる時に上に乗っけて混ぜて食べる。それと同じでパンに具材を入れるとまとめて食べられて便利みたいな。
After World War II, Japan was hit by widespread food shortages, and bread was made all over the country using wheat rations from the US military. The 1960s ushered in a period of rapid economic growth, and Japanese eating habits began to change.
食卓革命というか台所革命、さまざまな変化が一気に起こった。
As roads were built, freight transport improved. More foods than ever became readily available. Large housing developments were also built. State-of-the-art kitchens equipped with gas stoves and hot water heaters.
でその頃に結婚して家庭を持った人たちっていうのは戦後に成長した人たち、今までとは違うんだっていうふうに思いながら暮らしている。
Up to this point, The standard Japanese breakfast had been rice and miso soup, but that also changed.
パンの朝食、パンがあってトーストを焼いてサラダをつけてって全部食べたことがなかったようなものを導入して、いやもうこれで私たちは豊かになったっていうふうに実感できる時代になった。
Once a rarity, bread had finally become a true Japanese staple. In 1993, a major bread maker released a new style of shokupan. The marketing read thus: soft and chewy with the stickiness of freshly cooked rice. The bread maker's ambition is clear.
やっぱり日本人っていうのは非常に唾液が少なくてパサパサしたものが馴染めない。でそれはやはりご飯でやっぱり成長してきた民族ですので、やはり日本人の好む食感っていうのはやっぱりもちもち感であると。
Mochi mochi is an onomatopoeia describing the soft and chewy texture of rice. In 1998, yet another bread maker released a product aiming to be more like rice. This was the marketing. A texture like freshly cooked rice. Again, the maker's intent is apparent.
炊きたてのご飯が毎日食べても飽きずに食べられるように、毎日食べられるような食パンにしたいなと。噛んでいるとしっかり甘さが出てくるっていう味、もっちりしっとり、そういった食パンを目指した。
The new bread was well received by the Japanese people, and sales increased. In 2011, average household consumption of bread surpassed that of rice for the first time, a trend that's continued.
お子さんからね、このご年配の方までいろんな年代の方がやっぱり選んで食べられる選択肢がある。もっともっと伸びていくんじゃないのかなとは思います。
皆さん来てください。子供たちがパン大好きだからさっと食べてくれるし、あとお手伝いしてって言ってもしてもらいやすいのでパンはよく食べてます。作るのが楽しいみたいですね、やっぱり。でもなんか嫌いなものも作って楽しいってなるとその後食べてくれることもあるし。みんなが作ったパンを食べましょう。いただきます。お。なあちゃん、パンとご飯どっちが好き？パン。
From ampan and other sweet treats to shokupan and curry-filled delights, Japan is always coming up with original new ideas for bread. A recent event features regional bread offerings from all over the country. Local favourites, once only known in the areas where they are from. The variations are truly unique. Let's take a look at a few of them. Sasadango pan from Niigata is a classic mochi and bean paste treat baked in bread. Kumamoto's negi pan bread with sliced green onions kneaded into the dough. And from Toyama, bread made with kombu seaweed or kombu pan. Salad pan is a Shiga specialty. Inside is a mix of takuan pickles and mayonnaise. Takuan pickles are made from daikon radish and usually eaten with rice.
いろいろ甘いのもあったりしょっぱいのもあったりなんでもういくつ食べても楽しいじゃないですか。
The nearly infinite variety of Japanese bread is now getting attention overseas. In the gourmet city of Hong Kong. This major baker now has 12 locations there, with rice alternative shokupan as the star product.
香港の方は食パンを食べるときにトーストしてバターを塗るっていうしたことをせずにそのまま食べられる方が非常に多いんですね。そこの舌触り口どけというのが非常にいいというところでご愛顧いただいているんだと思います。
Paris too is a city of culinary delights. And here in this bakery showcase, we find sweet bread treats from Japan. As well as the classic shokupan. And right there on the poster, mochi mochi, soft and chewy Japanese style. So, how's your shokupan sandwich?
Au niveau du goût, même si le pain est toasté, c'est le goût d'un pain de mie, vraiment c'est très moelleux, très agréable en bouche, vraiment très très bon.
Starting with Portugal, then England, France and Germany, methods from each country found their way into Japanese bread. From sweet kashipan treats to the mochi mochi of shokupan, its style is now all its own. What's bread to you?
親友だと思います。
伴侶かな。
Somewhere out there, the next great Japanese bread creation is surely about to be born.